I would also like to talk about hand fighting. 'Cause I know Terry was super good at it. And again, just hand fighting. It's just it's just staying tight. And again, like what I talked about earlier, is having pressure. Having pressure, it just pulls. And everything comes to your side here. Everything comes to your side. As you pull your opponent, everything's here. Your head follows. Your head doesn't completely go down, but your head comes with it. And the reason, if you had a chance to watch Olympic Games, I was constantly on my opponent's head, because if you're not, it's when you pull the head controls his whole body. If you ever have somebody really pull you hard at the elite level, it takes out your back. You wore on these dudes. And that's what happened with me. I wore on them. So when third period came around, they had nothing. So again, it's bam, pressure, and it's just pulling your opponent's elbow to your side. Bring your head down with it. So again, pull you. I bring my head down just a little bit, not completely down. It's just, you don't want to tend to exaggerate, but just fill it out the way you like. Hand fighting, pulling the head, and what I talked about, getting your angles to your takedown. Again, guys, what I want to go over today is the stands in motion. I know it may sound like ABCs, but guess what? ABCs. And I'm gonna go over angles, getting your angles off your setups, and fighting them off the open. So again, you guys can set your opponent in any way you guys can. Again, you can control the head, you can control the shoulders, which you don't see too many people. Actually, Kel Sanderson's a great example of controlling the shoulders. You got the head, you got the shoulders, you got elbows, you got wrist to pull your opponent. We'll start off with some setups. Just push, pull. Again, it's all about pushing your opponent, getting him to react, stay hard, and pulling your opponent. Catching either your elbow or somewhat, but stepping to the outside to get your angle. Remember when I talked about that pit bull fight? You do not want to be straight in front of him, because you know what? You might be able to touch the leg, but you're in for a good shoulder pain. It's all about the angles. Whichever you like. Shoulders. Bam. Moving them. He reacts. You got your shot. So wham. React. Boom. Shot. Again. It's getting him to react. Again, I'm going to keep emphasizing it. And I'm going to kick the dead horse until it's completely blue. Because it's all about the angles. You got bam. You got bam. Stepping to the outside. Pump fake. Boom. Getting him to react. You see that? It looks pretty cool. Wrestling, it's a tough sport, but it's also an art. And you got to really know how to play with it. Again, and off the open, faking, swam, level changing. Remember, always catching that angle. I think that's pretty good for setups. I don't want to get too much into it, but just know that you can come up with your own setups as long as you pressure, pull, side step, catch your angle to the takedown, or like I said earlier, to the knockout. So if you want to look at it as a Mike Tyson knockout, get your angle. Or pit bull fight here. You don't want that. Remember.
And he'll react to a lot of my fakes. So it's a good time to hit a fake on those occasions. So in a match, this is what we would do. 1, drop your level. 2, step and reach. 3, step back. What I would do is I would club the head and circle. 1, drop your level. 2, step and reach. 3, step back. 4, snap the head. If it was a single leg, same thing. 1, drop your level. 2, step and reach. 3, step back. 4, club the head. That's a good drill to teach. Now, the way I usually teach it is individually. So I'll have all my kids line up behind me, and we will say, okay, 1, drop your level. 2, step and reach. 3, step back. 4, hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm going to fake with my left hand, I have to step with my left foot. It's always got to be the same. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll drill out on our own. Then we get our partner, and we're going to fake on a high crotch side real quick. We'll go 1, drop your level. 2, step and reach. 3, step back. 4, hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on our single leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's important when you're in a tie-up position that my opponent sees the back of my head. That's what fakes them out. It's your body and shoulders that fake them out. Do not do this. Your opponent's not going to react to my hand. So if I'm fighting Drake here, I drop, I step in. Notice how I step back quicker than I step in. Your students, or your wrestlers, whenever they fake, they're going to step real hard. And their momentum is going to carry them forward, and they won't be able to back out quick. So I want to, all right, I step in quick, but I don't overcommit. And that's something you'll have to learn. All right, so in a match, if I'm wrestling Drake, we're here fighting, I have hands on, good, hit there, good, then I might be able to go to a score. It's a reaction, I get a reaction out of them, and from that reaction, I may turn into a leg attack. So if I'm fighting here, I might pick, good, there's a fake, good, react, there's a fake, there's a fake, all right. All right. Good. So we added a post and a fake. Hand fighting is concerned, we have all 7 tactics now. Push, pull, hit, pick, post, pass, and fake. What we'll do is we'll take our athletes, and I'll say, number 1 guy, 2 minutes, push, pull, hit, pick, post, pass, and fake. Kind of putting it all together. And they got to go slow. They're going to want to go 100 miles an hour, and it's just going to look sloppy. So it's about learning and developing skills, and that takes slow development so your muscles learn. So I'm going to hit it just like I would expect my kids to. So we'll, I'll push. There's a pull on the arm, hit him in the head, I'm pushing, there's a pick, there's a fake. Now I'm pulling the arm, I fake again, back here, back inside, there's a hit, all right, there's another pick. Now I'm pushing, he fights out, there's a hit, there's a fake. I make him elbow tie or collar tie. What I'll do is my opponent puts hands on like a good partner, and I just lift him up to a collar tie. I get a little pressure, I circle elbow pass, there's a hit. There's a fake, circling out. There's another fake. There's a hit. There's a pick, fake, hit, push. Pushing a little bit, leaning with my head. There's a pull, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. There's a fake. I'm on the arm. There's a hit. There's a hit. There's another hit. There's a pull. There's a fake. There's a pick. There's a post. Post. It's tough to post without taking the shot. There's a pull. Elbow pass. At that wrist. Hit. He's got pressure on. There's a post. There's a hit. Another hit. Pushing. Pushing. There's the post. There's another one. There's another one. There's a pick. Hitting him in the head. Good. Notice he's breathing heavier than I am, and I'm the one doing the work. So what it does is it gets me to use my hands, fighting my opponent, moving my feet and hands together. It's like a dance. Wrestling is a footwork sport. And being able to do our hand fighting series develops the footwork and the rhythm and just your ability to wrestle. If you look at this mat, it's about 1,750 square foot. A wrestling mat is just as big as some of the houses that some of us live in. It takes a lot of mat to wrestle. You don't want to stand right here and try to wrestle all here. I might fake and circle way out here. All right, I might fake again. I might hit an ankle pick and score, run them over. So don't be afraid to move your feet and use the wrestling mat, because it's important that we learn to follow through with everything that we do. And as far as the hand fighting aspect of wrestling, it's so vital. You're not going to dive on a leg and score. You wrestle to the leg. Wrestle to the leg.